Hi, AD here, and I'm going to give you a quick demo of a new feature we call recommendation decisioning in the Coveo Merchandising Hub. What recommendation decisioning allows you to do is to set up recommendations configurations per audience and catalog. And so for users who are familiar with personalized content and product badging, you'll be quite familiar with the decisioning concept. We've added it to recommendations because we saw a need and we saw a clear case where this is going to make people more effective with the recommendations. Previously, we basically forced a pattern where users could deploy one strategy, one audience, one catalog, and one set of rules for a specific placement. And that yielded really good results, lots of revenue driven, lots of really impactful personalization through the strategies and the models themselves, which are implicitly personalizing based on end user behavior. But we didn't necessarily allow for explicit personalization, and for our customers who have multiple regions, multiple catalogs in one property, this didn't really scale. And so now what we can do with recommendations decisioning is actually start personalizing explicitly, as we like to say. So I might decide that my returning visitors are worthy of this conversion-based strategy, but then I'm also going to add a specific rule that's going to promote products over 100 pounds. And so what this is an example of what we would call explicit personalization, where we are bringing in some of our ideas, some of our insights from potential other sources of data to enhance the performance of recommendations. So I might have an intuition that says returning visitors have a higher willingness to pay, they're used to our products, and so I'm going to go down, I'm even going to use my in-app preview to see that, yep, we are promoting more products over 100 pounds, really to kind of drive home kind of the higher AOVs for our returning visitors. This is an example of what I would call a kind of a subtle change between audiences. So we're using a rule to softly change the recommendations. I could also change my strategy more explicitly. I could change my headlines. I can even go as far as say I want to show new products for my returning visitors and popular products for my new visitors to really kind of differentiate the experiences entirely. And so this is kind of something where we see a lot of potential for our users to really kind of adapt their strategies, really tailor and test to figure out what works best for different audiences. For our multi-region retailers, we've added this new ability to basically set up a recommendation per catalog. What that means is that in one placement, you can set up one campaign and handle all of your regions. And so if you're, say, working across the globe or in continental Europe and you have tons of different countries to manage, putting this all into one campaign lets you kind of have everything in one place rather than having one placement per region. Lastly, I'll just show you quickly what we do on the reporting side to support this. And so not only do we give you the traditional A/B testing reporting that you're used to for your recommendations, we also kind of split out the recommendations reporting per kind of audience and locale. And so what that means is that depending on the configurations you set up, you're going to be able to dive in, use analytics to really figure out what's working, what's not working, and continuously adapt and improve. So really excited to see what our users are going to do with this new capability. We think it's going to drive a lot more revenue and make recommendations just much more operable in general. So thanks for your time, and have fun.